Hi everybody, I'm Jakk Rylde, host of Jakk Rylde's BLS Corner. It's been a few weeks since my last video on account of a couple things. Yeah, I guess two things. In regard to number one, I've been waiting a couple weeks now for my prostate to shrink. See what I did there? So I can get my creative juices flowing again, so to speak. And number two, I've been kind of busy fighting off the 2023 dance remix of that 2019 classic COVID. Fortunately, I think I killed off the virus pretty easily, since according to my exes, old friends, new psychotherapists, and better half Aunt Barbara, I exhibit extraordinary high levels of toxic masculinity. I have to admit, I'm a little embarrassed and kind of blush when they all heap flattery and praise on me like that. And I know I really shouldn't brag, but I can't help it if I'm a man's man with almost dangerously high levels of testosterone and sexual mojo pumping through my veins. Anyway, I'm back now, and that brings us to today's video, where I'm going to be talking about one of the unsung heroes of BLS, and one of the most machismo bassists I know, Deservio. And we're going to be taking a look at his latest bass guitar from Schecter Guitars. So let's get going. You know, Zach introduces JD at every BLS show. And at this point, I feel like he's a real brother to me. I mean, I know him anywhere, because I know his face just like I know my own. You know, JD's been with BLS since 2005, and Zach officially calls him the mongoose because of his quick cat-like reflexes. Hold on now. Aunt Barbara's motioning to me like something's wrong. Now she's writing something down. It says, it's not JD, it's Hagrid from Harry Potter. Well, that's just embarrassing. You know, I didn't have my glasses on when I printed this out, but I have other pictures of JD anyway. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, JD's like a brother to me. He's been with BLS since 2005. He also has his own band called Cycle of Pain. They're pretty damn good, so be sure to check them out. Oh, okay, hold on again. Aunt Barbara's motioning me again like something's wrong. She's writing something down, and it says, that's not JD, it's Gimli from Lord of the Rings. Well, hell, I don't even know a band called Lord of the Rings. Sounds like one of those bands always singing about Valhalla and stuff. Okay, Aunt Barbara's gonna go give me some actual pictures of JD. Man, this is just embarrassing. Anyway, be sure to check out some of JD's bass playing videos on YouTube. He can get pretty damn funky on that thing. Alright, let me see here. Yep. Here's a picture of me with BLS. Alright, of course, this is me right here. Zakk Wylde right there. Jeff's on drums. Dario on guitar. Of course, JD here is on bass guitar. Alright. Now, let me show. Okay, yeah, I even got a close-up of JD right here. Alright? Maybe it's just me, but I'm pretty damn sure that was JD in those first two pictures. I mean, am I right? Anyway, regardless, that brings us to taking a look at JD's latest bass guitar from Schecter coming up next. Okay, that brings us to today's guitar review for the JD Deservio bass from Schecter. Now then, y'all know that just as well as I can, y'all can just Google this bass on the interwebs to find all the specs on this Deservio J-4. So I'll just highlight a couple things for y'all. First of all, the overall length of this bass is about 46 inches, which also happens to be JD's height. Sorry JD, it was too easy. Secondly, I checked with the factory, and just like the Wild Audio fiddles, the wood on this bass is infused with natural steroids. Now, they don't say why they do it, but I suspect it's to keep your wood harder longer. Because you don't want your wood going soft during the peak of your performance, if you know what I mean. That's especially important for this bass because, as you can see, it has an ebony fretboard, which means that it's a little longer than your average maple fretboard. But there's a lot of overlap in the statistical distributions for length, so don't get it twisted. Well, now's the time in the video when I try to play this bass. But first, let me show you the Zoom bass pedal I'll be playing through. It's signed by the man himself, Deservio. I'll go through just a few of the presets on the pedal and play with some of the knob adjustments on the bass itself, which reminds me of what I told my wife Ann Barbara when we first started dating. Just start playing with that knob and let's see where it leads. Well, it led to a slew of little berserkers who all love Zakk and BLS just as much as me. So I guess that's giving new meaning to my idea of a happy ending. Anyway, the Deservio J-4 bass is coming up right now. Okay, first I'll go through preset C2 to C5 on the zoom pedal real quick, and then I'll play the same riff again, messing with these knobs to see how she sounds. Turn down this pickup right here. Down the other one. Split the goal now. Back in. Well, there you have it. The Deservio J4 bass from Schecter. Well, there you have it, folks. The Deservio J4 bass from Schecter. One of the best bass guitars on the market today. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and pick one up. Because like Megan Trainor says, it's all about that bass. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to let me know you're a member of the Doom Crew. Remember, don't put up with any BS, insist on authentic BLS, and I'll see you next time.